Hey my friends, what's going on? It's Ultimus, and I have for you the last 3 matches of the 2v2s with my buddy Iroast here coming up. I also just realized we were both ironically on the same mount there for a brief moment. That was actually kind of funny. Dang, and then I ruined it by getting on the Battle Bear. Oh, at least we got Death Charger coming out. I don't know why I'm so picky about which mount I ride into Battle on Arenas. I don't understand. Anyways, up against a Frost Death Knight Holy Paladin in this match. Very, very solid combination here. Holy Paladins and Death Knights tend to work very, very well together. I don't know if we got the jump on that Paladin there. He wasn't paying attention, or they just didn't care. They were playing at YOLO. We got a good, solid start there on him. Left away to get away from the Death Knights, a remorseless winner, though. Still pounding away on the Paladin, though. Another case of I knocked him away and didn't have a way to get back on top of him. Paladin taking a ton of damage. He bubbled. We're going to waddle back over there to him. Going to still sit on top of him, though. Waiting for that bubble to fade off, swapping to the DK for a little bit, then to swap back to the Paladin. It could have shattered it, but there's often a couple times whenever healers tend to line of sight like that, I find it's better rather than just shattering the bubble, just to swap to their other party members and put some pressure on them. So that puts pressure on the Paladin already. So by the time he comes out of that bubble, he's got to make choices of whether to heal himself or heal his DPS. So that tends to be my strategy there, especially in 2s like this whenever we get a line of sight situation. Now, not sitting in a pretty spot here, taking a lot of damage, knocked him away there at that last bit, trying to get away from the Death Knight there to keep myself alive, but he does have that Death Grip, which is able to pull me in. Luckily, he does not have the anti-magic shield available to him, so that puts my mage in a very, very good spot to be able to still do damage. There's the Disorient. Mage is going to get away. Death Knight doesn't have too much to do about it, even with chains up. And even with Purgatory, which tends to be the optimal talent of choice for Death Knights, especially inexperienced Death Knights in 2s, but he still goes down anyways. This match up against a Destruction Warlock Restoration Druid. Now, a little scary here because I feel like no matter who we sit on, we're going to let the other one free cast, and that's never a good place to be. I don't like letting Druids free cast, and I definitely don't like Destruction Warlocks free casting Chaos Bolts, because I can only reflect so many. So this time around, we're just going to try to get in here. Got that slow on me there, so taking a bit of damage. Not wanting to waste my charge, though. Just going absolute ape on this Warlock, though. Just wanted to keep stuns on the Druid and just keep pumping damage into the Warlock, knowing he's only got so many defensives. Warlocks do tend to be the tankier of the caster classes, but again, they've only got so much they can put up with, just again being huge melee. Clever use of Siegebreaker there instead of pummeling that interrupt there. Pretty happy with that. And as you can see, the Druid is taking a ton of damage, so I'm going to walk and check this out. He walks right into the backhanded execute. Oh, that was so satisfying. My mage just put work into that Druid and couldn't do anything about it. And so while I was too busy playing over one up on the Warlock, he was too preoccupied to be able to put any peels on his Druid, and down he went. And I just love how he walked into the execute. Just kind of waddled over there and just took him out. So satisfying. Last match. Enhancement Shaman, Arms Warrior. Basically a turbo cleave, very scary, lots of on-demand bursts, some decent sustain damage, and a good amount of CC. So this can be very, very scary for my mage friend. So the idea here is pretty much as always, train the blue. So letting him get the opener on my mage, probably not the best idea. I was waiting for him to chill since he was invised. The warrior is sitting hard on him though, so I'm trying to get over here and provide a couple of peels if I can, while still training the shaman. Not wanting to let him get away too much. So I'm going to see if I can get over there on him, still hitting him up with that lunge, trying to just stay on top of him, stay on top of him, stay on top of him. He dropped the grounding totem down there, which is an interesting choice. Especially since the mage was not sitting on him at all. Save my interrupt just specifically for that hex. I did not want him getting that off, and didn't matter because he died. So sad. Unfortunately, though, my mage died, so now I'll be getting down to the 1v1, which are my favorites. I love the 1v1s. When it comes down to the good old 1v1 warrior honor duel, oh, it's the most satisfying thing ever. Doing very well simply because I'm a Fury warrior. Fury tends to beat arms when it comes to the 1v1s unless the arms warrior is very, very good. Got the die by the sword out of this warrior very, very early. I'm popping mine after he pops his, though, so we're not turning into a big old parry fight. Not sure what that was, but hey, there it is. Warrior is doing his Blade Storm. Not sure why I popped the stun, not gonna lie. Sometimes I remember or I forget that doesn't do quad damage like it's supposed to against targets that are unstunnable, even though I think it should in PvP. But whatever. Just doing work into this warrior. Very happy how it goes. Anytime I can win the warrior 1v1, I feel like it's worth the whole night of arena queues. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for these matches. I hope you enjoyed. Please do stay tuned because I have some very exciting skirmishes coming up for you as I learn to play my Shadow Priest. I know, scary, right? But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this video. So as always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.